Welcome! Welcome to week 3 of our Titan Fantasy League recap for the NBA. Fellow Titanatics. So it was another great week for fantasy. There were a couple of triple doubles, highlighted by another 50-point bomb. So we'll get to that later. First up, let's discuss the matchups. Right, so for this week, Insomniacs versus Fantastic. Insomniacs dominated 7-2 against Fantastic, which is very surprising because Fantastic was actually the #1 team last week in terms of total Roto points. Then Kid Dark Rose prevailed by another 72 score against Bricks All Round. Team turnover 1-5-3 against Gordon Hayward's leg. Team for play won 6-3 against Mike's. Kingdom Come 6-2 against Hooters. Kingdom Come is still undefeated, still #1 in the head-to-head rankings of our league. And Vic Team and JLM, this is a classic matchup against Boss Joel and Vic. And Vic Team was able to dominate via 7-2 score. So here are the rankings. Kingdom Come, still undefeated. He's at the top of the rankings at 19-7. Kid Rosef and Insomniacs are tied for second place at 17-10. Followed by Victim, Team Farplay, Hooters, and all the way to last place, which is Bricks All Around. Alright, so it was a great week for these matchups, and yeah, I'm happy to say that there have been a couple of trades. Finally, some teams have started trading. So let's check out the trades. Let me just pull that up. Where are the trades? Alright, so let's check out the trades. So the very first trade was Al Horford for Kelly Oubre Jr. or Oubre. Not sure how to pronounce that. I would say I'd favor the team who got Al Horford here, which is Team Turnover, because Al Horford has been a proven all-star, while Kelly Oubre Jr., I'm not sure, maybe he's just hot. I think he's too inconsistent compared to Horford. And then there's Kevin Love, who's currently injured, was traded for Goran Dragic. Here, at their best, if both were healthy, I would say Kevin Love would have the upper hand against Dragic. However, given Love's injury history and the situation that Cleveland is in, that they might probably just be tacking their season and rest all their best players, I would go for the team who got Dragic, which is Team Fantastic. Alright, then there was Wesley Matthews. No, that's just a trading block. Oh, here was a potential trade that was vetoed by the league. So it was also the first veto trade. It was Cantor and Rose for Nance and Beal. I think that was a pretty good trade for both teams, considering Cantor is a double-double machine, Beal is a solid all-star, and then there's Rose, who I will be discussing in a few seconds. So why? Why will I discuss Rose? But I will show you why. Boom! Yeah, I mentioned there was another 50-point explosion this week, and it was performed by Derrick Rose himself. So he got 50 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 4 3-pointers. 50 points! D. Rose, the former MVP. He was supposed to be a has-been, but seems like he's back to his peak and is ready to dominate the NBA. Well, the thing is, the trade was vetoed because the very next game, I believe the team sat out D. Rose. I think they were just very careful, or they were just cautious of his body after that, after logging so many minutes and of course doing a heavy workload, which was 50 points. So yeah, I don't know why the league vetoed that trade. Yeah, I don't know why. It's so weird. Alright, so let's get out. Pull up to our weekly Roto standings. Let me see, where are those? Oops. Yeah, sorry, technical difficulties. I'm getting to those in a moment. Alright, there it is. So, on field goal percentage, Vic team was number 1 at 50.7%. Last place was Mix all around. Free throw percentage, Kinder Crow Steph. Gordon Hayward goes last place there. 3-pointers, also Kinder Crow Steph. Points was headed by Vic team. So he had 2 categories for the week, which was stops. And rebounds, there's Kingdom Come. The strategy of tall ball is still going strong. And there's Kinder Crow Steph at assists. Steals, we have a new steals winner. That would be Mr. Fantastic. So the past 2 weeks, the steals leader was Insomniacs, but he gave up that mantle to Fantastics. However, in blocks, we also have a new leader, which is Insomniacs. So he kind of shifted his focus from steals to blocks. And I believe the reason that he is the leader in blocks is because of one Javal McGee. Yeah, I believe his last game was he had 6 blocks, and he had a 5-block game. He also had a 4-block game. So yeah, he's just blocking shots like crazy. Then in turnovers, best team there is Team 4 Play. So his team excels at taking care of the ball. Alright, so let's check out the rankings if it was a Road to Zero League. There we go. So number 1 for the week would be Vic Team. Wow. Then there's Kingdom Come, who is current number 1 head-to-head leader in our league. Then there's Kinder Crow Steph at 3rd. Team 4 Play, he rose up at 4th. Insomniacs fell down at 5th. And Hooters, Bricks, Team Turnover, Fantastic, Max LM, and Gordon Hayward's leg. Alright, so just want to show something I came up with. Actually, you can see this in the early page. You can check out the total team stats. And from there, I compiled the points and made it into the season Roto rankings. Yeah, I think I spoiled it. Yeah, you can see everything here. Alright, so yeah. These are just the stats from week 1 until present. So you can see how your team performed overall throughout the whole season and not just week per week. So number 1 in field goal percentage should be Fantastic. Then field goal percentage would be Bricks all around. 3-pointers would be Team 4 Play. The team would be number 1 in points. Kingdom Come at rebounds. Kinder Crow Steph at assists. And steals and blocks. Wow, it's surprising. Insomniacs would be number 1 in steals and blocks if this were a Roto League. Then number 1 in turnovers would be JLM. Then let's check out the total rankings for the season. Their number 1 would be Kinder Crow Steph. He had 73 points. Number 2 would be Insomniacs, who had 72 points. So just a point separated the number 1 and number 2. Then there's, wow, Team 4 Play is 3rd at 65. And there's Fantastic. Kingdom Come would be just above the middle. Team Turnover, the team, Bricks all around, JLM, and Mike's would be at last place. Alright, so that's it. Hope you enjoyed this segment of our recap. And yeah, don't forget to set your lineups. And just keep on trading, keep on adding players. And I have to give a shout out to Team Turnover, considering a lot of his players were injured. And despite that, he's still very competitive. He's at the middle if this were a Roto League. I think he had James Harden, who was injured for a couple of games. No, he was suspended for a couple of games, I believe, and nah, I think I got it right the first time. He was injured a couple of games. And then there was Jimmy Butler, who was also injured. Yeah, so a couple of his superstars have been in and out of games, and still he managed to be 6th place. So watch out for team turnover. Once his players get healthy, you never know what could happen. Alright, so that's it for this weekly recap. And as always, enjoy. And don't forget to set your lineups. And I am out.